All right, so here we are on Stirrup. It's a beautiful brick home here. Black shutters, nice trees. This is a lovely area. I got a little bit of a drive-up video on the street, but I'll pan around real quick so you can see. Um, Lovely manicured lawns, beautiful homes, the sound of birds chirping. It's very serene. So this is a 2-car wide driveway here, I would say. Not two like F-150s wide, but two, one F-150 maybe in a Honda Civic wide, if that helps. You have this pretty pathway up here. So we'll just pop around the exterior real quick. So it looks like the brick's in pretty good shape. Windows look pretty good. The shutters look good. Siding looks good. Soffits look good. So far, so good. Fence here. All right, so, and then you have this kind of concrete pad back here. And it looks like this is a big gate that would swing open if you wanted to park something larger back here. All right, so we have a nice stretch of flat grass back here. There's a basement exit we'll check out from the house. Some mulch around the sides. Beautiful trees for privacy. This is a great space back here. There's a lot of flat grass for kids to play. Here's a nice looking shed. Beautiful screened porch. I see big posts on that, so that's good. That was probably built properly. They have some storage underneath that screened porch. Fence over here looks like it's in pretty good shape. So we'll just walk on through. I think the owner's here, so we may see him. Maybe not. I'm not sure. But we have some air. And the bushes are trimmed away from the house, which is a good sign. You don't want your bushes touching the house because it can encourage pests. It's a little more important with certain materials, but it's a good sign that the homeowner has trimmed these bushes away from the home. All right, so that will conclude our exterior tour. We'll head inside. All right, so we are inside. You have a nice storm door here. And right when you step in, we have this kind of entryway right here. So this is a split foyer. So we'll go up first. And we have wood floors here in this beautiful molding. So this is kind of a gray. It's a blue or gray, I believe. It might even be a blue. I think it's a gray with low light at the moment, so it looks a little bit blue. Wood floor looks to be in pretty good shape here. This is a runner here. I'll peek under it to see what it looks like. I have this beautiful living room up here. 2 big windows, lots of pretty molding. So these floors have been refinished probably fairly recently. They have a matte finish on them. That's kind of more of a recent thing. It's like a water-based matte finish. That's a more recent trend. So my guess is that these were done more recently, because that wasn't really popular 10 years ago. And water-based finish is nice, and it doesn't have the shine, so it looks more like natural wood. They have really warm, dim lighting in here. So this floor is going to look a little bit different under different temperature of light. It is a little bit yellow, but not tremendously, so it's probably a white oak. In here, we have a magnificent dining room. So this one's huge. Get that pretty window. It has the same beautiful molding. And you have kind of lots of space here if you have china or anything to store, but this is a very large room. So it kind of comes in through here, and then we have kind of like a butler's pantry, mini bar situation right here. So there's the entryway. So if we had come in straight, we could have gone straight back here. So we have this, and then this is a coat closet. They're using it kind of for storage, but this would be the coat closet most likely. So moving here, this is a lovely black granite. These are a nice kind of timeless finish of wood. So in here, oh wow. All right, so we have beautiful kitchen, basement, stairs, and then another living room and that screen porch. But let's start over here. So we have in here, same cabinets that were in that kind of mini bar area. There's a desk area with a drawer. This is the same black granite. So it looks really nice with the black appliances. The cabinets are a slightly different tone from the floor, so that's nice. We have this beautiful island here. They have 3 stools. I think you could get 4 if they were a little smaller, but this is designed for 3 stools here. So just kind of pan around slowly. These are ginormous cabinets that go almost to the ceiling. They have beautiful trim on them. Lovely cooktop here with the drawers. You know, you get drawers when you have a cooktop like that. So that's really nice. This is a very expensive kitchen for sure. So lots of drawers. You know it's a premium kitchen when they have some drawers. Drawers are more expensive in base cabinets, but they're so much nicer. Dishwasher here, dishwasher there. So that's a pretty cool feature. Here's your prep sink and breakfast bar. And then here's your main sink over here, 2-basin sink. Beautiful cabinetry in here. And it overlooks a little bit of the backyard. So this is a nice big fridge. You have some pantry space here and here, and then there you could use for overflow pantry if you wanted. You could put an island or something else kind of here, or a buffet or something. They have a table, and it probably makes it a little bit tight right here. I think this is probably slightly too large of a table, but depending on how you use your kitchen, could be just fine. So moving on from this beautiful kitchen in to here, we have another spectacular living room with the vaulted ceilings in here make it feel very large and spacious. And you can see a little bit more. The floor color might look a little bit different now. So large art. And then this lovely door here. So we have beautiful windows there. So kind of from this angle, you can see through to the kitchen. And it looks really orange in the photos right now. That's because of the lighting. Like in the video, I can see it. It's not that orange in person, I promise. So here is this beautiful room that we have 2 zones out here. So we have the zone for seating and then the zone for eating. This is stunning. So we got kind of the transom screen up there for airflow, 2 fans. There is some light. So beautiful space. And then this door kind of goes down to the yard there. So that's how the kids would get out if they were going to play outside. All right. So I'm not sure where to go next. Let's stay upstairs for a second. All right. So they were coming in this hallway here. So some of this house, I believe, would have been added on. Well, let's go this way. All right. So we're going to go. So here's the entryway. So we came up the stairs. We'll come down here. All right, here we have hallway bathroom. Very pretty. Recently tiled shower, new bathtub. That's probably plumbing access for another bathroom that's up here. So nice new contemporary vanity cabinets, counters. That's a nice mirror, light switch. Very nice bathroom here. It's nice with these cabinets for storage. So here next to that, we have a linen closet. And then we'll just go down the hall. So we have this front bedroom here. This bedroom is a modest sized bedroom. They have it set up as mostly an office. Maybe that's a guest bed for an adult child who comes to visit sometimes. But this is a smaller room. So I'm going to see if I can open this closet. It would need a new handle. But nice, good sized closet. It does extend a few inches past the doorway opening here. It has a nice built-in system. And so kind of here you can see that the floor, it's going to look slightly different color in every light. We have this color floor in our house, so I'm pretty familiar with it. But it's a really durable finish and it looks very nice. So this is the primary room here. That is a king size bed. So we have 2 nightstands. There's plenty of room. This is not the biggest primary room of all the houses that you're going to look at, but it is big enough. And this one has that beautiful kitchen. So here, mirror doors. These are a little hard to open. You might want to put some oil on them. But lovely closet in there. There is a kind of a basic organizer setup. And then here we have this kind of little walk through here. Now this would be less claustrophobic if this big dresser weren't here, but that is a modest closet, so that you would need a dresser likely. And here is the primary bathroom. So reasonably updated cabinet. This is a quartz counter. You have that new fancy medicine cabinet with the light and the defog, and it'll tell you what time it is. That's pretty neat. So shower in here, stand-up shower. This is a beige kind of sand color. Very nice. There is a little bit of like water, gets on the ceiling up there. So it might be that this fan needs to be replaced if it's not able to get enough water out of the bathroom. That's pretty common. So ceramic tile floor. Okay, and then we'll come back out through here. And then we have this bedroom here in the corner. There's a lot of mirrors in here. That does help reflect the light, so they might like sunlight as much as I do. We have 2 windows here. This is a queen size bed. So this is still a pretty large room for a guest room or for a child's room. There's a lot of room in here. And we have the closet. It looks like the same kind of basic organizer of the bar and then an upper shelf. So this one's a little bit more full. I think they're staging linens in there to sell, but same idea as the other one. So we have the 3 bedrooms up here, and then there's the primary bath, and then this full bath, linen closet. And then gosh, which way are we going to go down? Let's go down this way. It's not usual to have 2 staircases in a house. So let's check this one out. This is a nice kind of aqua, it's like a gray teal. It's a little bit greener than a blue, but it's a nice color. It's very subdued. So here's that exterior door that we saw, and he's got it open. So we'll just poke our heads up there. Okay, so this is that exit right here. And then this is that little roof that you could see from the kitchen, from the sink. So down here, we have great storage space here. This has a pocket door. You could use this for a lot of different things. It could be a workout room if you needed that, or next to a utility room. We have built-ins here. So I wonder if they kind of came in this way. This looks more like mudroom cabinets, so maybe. And here is the actual utility room. So 2 washer and dryers. It's pretty premium. Utility sink, kind of built-in cabinet here for whatever you've got. I do see a litter box, but I will say that I wouldn't have known they have a cat. It does not smell like an animal in here at all. All right, and then through here we have this cool room. So you can see the backyard. That's a pretty big window. And it does have recessed lighting. This is an LVP here. So this is a ceramic tile. It coordinates well with the floor. They're in the same color family. And then this is an LVP that was probably put in at a different time. But big space in here. Let's see what's in here. Here we have storage under the stairs. So some of these doors are a little bit dirty, like they didn't clean the doors. But the paint is in pretty good condition. It is a used house, so the paint is not in perfect condition. It's in pretty good condition. We will come through here so this floor also has that same LVP that the other floor had. And here is another kind of utility room. So they have some tools. Here's the electrical panel. Let's take a look. Okay, so this one is full. So there's probably another one somewhere else. So that one's totally full. That's what happens, right? When you put on an addition, a lot of times you have to add another electrical panel. So here, this was inspected in 2012. That's probably when it was installed. I couldn't guarantee that, but that's usually the first thing on there is usually when it was installed. There's an extra fridge. The water heater looks pretty good. There is another HVAC back here. That's why we saw the 2 condensers outside. That one also was last inspected in 2012. So the water heater was manufactured in 2018. It does look clean. It looks like it's been maintained. This room is clean and well kept. So, and then we have this additional space in here. We have kind of this, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a kitchenette, but it, has the little beverage fridge. It has the tiniest, most adorable little sink I've ever seen. And beautiful stone counters, built-in cabinets. They use it as a bar area, clearly. But it is very nice. I have a game table here. And then there's an additional living room here. I think this makes living room like number 4, right? So this one has a lot of space in it. This is a beautiful home. You'd have lots of room to spread out. There is recessed lighting in the ceiling here too. Okay, so this is, I think, where we're catching up with that other staircase. So if we had come in the entryway and come down, we would have come to this room. So they likely put on a large 2-story addition. Here we have a full bathroom. So yeah, nice quartz counter, basic white vanity, right? Nothing special about that, but it is nice. Light fixture, the fan is on, it does seem to work. Nice tiled shower in here. It's a nice light color of sand. It's a beige. It matches the floor tile well. The wall in here is an off-white, so it looks very nice. And then through this way, we have this bedroom here. And this is a pretty good sized bedroom. It is carpeted. The carpet is in very good condition. Excuse me, I don't see any stains. I don't see any discoloration. Here we have a closet, and I'm not sure if it has a light switch. There appears to be a little light up there, and then there is some additional crawl space storage in here. I'm not going to go in there, but there is some storage in there. So this is a great space down here. This would be good guest space since there's a full bathroom. And then it just keeps on going. Okay, we have another bedroom here. This one is a little bit larger than that first one we saw. It is painted the same color blue. It has 2 windows, which is nice. Closet. So there is no overhead light in this one, and I don't think there was in the other one, but let me check. No. So these have lamps. They're probably switch controlled. And then we have another bedroom over here. So lovely space in here. This is about the same size as the other 2. Perfectly suitable for a child or for a guest. There's plenty of room in here. This is a full-size bed. So another nice closet here. Again, this room does not, oh, just kidding. This room does have overhead lights. Let's turn them on. All right, so very nice. This room has overhead lights. And then here we have a lovely large linen closet for your downstairs linens. And then another full bathroom. So beautiful double vanity here. You know, as your kids get older, this is kind of a great space for older kids to be downstairs and have their own bathroom. And when they're little, you know, you got to keep them near you. But as they get older, this kind of setup becomes really nice. And with 3 bedrooms and 2 full bathrooms down here, that gives you a lot of options. So there we go.